Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be going over some LEGO Ninjago 2021 set news. That will be, of course, the year for the 10th anniversary of Ninjago, so it's going to be very exciting for fans of that theme, and I am very excited to go over the list of sets that were revealed. Those were revealed on Ninja Whip's Instagram page, so I'm going to be sure to leave a link down below in the description to their page if you want to check them out for sure. But we're going to get started here. There's a bunch of Legacy sets and then some Season 14 sets as well. So getting straight into it here, the first 4 sets that we have here are under the same title here of being Epic Battle sets, and the first one is Kai vs. Skulkin. This one will be set number 71730 and will retail for $9.99, with all of them retailing for $9.99 as well, and the set's going from set number 71730 all the way up to 71733, and the first one was, as I said, Kai vs. Skulkin. Then we're going to be getting Jay vs. Serpentine, then Zane vs. Ninjroid, and then Cole vs. Ghost Warrior. So this is really interesting. I like that they're doing this. Now, the one concern I do have is that the Ninja are just going to be using their standard Legacy robes that they seem to put in a lot of the Ninjago sets, and this wouldn't exactly work very well with some of these sets, because it could work with Kai because that is the original one, because of course the Skulkin were in that original season of Ninjago. Jay, it wouldn't really work because he would need a ZX suit, and then Zane, of course, would be in the robes from the 3rd season of Ninjago, the rebooted one, and then Cole in the 5th season of Possession. So it's a little bit concerning whether or not they'll update those robes for each of the individual ninja. I'm really hoping that they will, but you can never really guarantee that. And then the actual enemies, the most exciting ones are probably the Ghost Warrior, I would say, because we haven't gotten any Possession Legacy sets as of yet, but we've received the new versions of the Ninjroid, some of the Skulkin, and the Serpentine as well, so those aren't as exciting. It would be cool if we got new versions of them or a different character from their tribes, but it's a less exciting, I would say, than the Cole one. That's probably the one I'm most excited for. And then moving on, the next one that we have is set number 71735 and will be the Tournament of Elements set that will retail for $29.99 in the US. And this set is one that I'm most excited for because, of course, from Season 4 of Ninjago, there were all of the Elemental Masters that were featured within that season, but we did not get the chance to receive all of them in physical minifigure form as of yet. So some of the ones that we're missing are Camille, who was the Master of Form. We're missing Gravis, Master of Gravity, of course. Jacob Fesner, Master of Sound. Balabo, who was the Master of Nature. And then there's 2 where there is a little bit of a, I don't know, a loophole here, because there is the Pale Man, who was the invisible guy, and then Tox as well, the Master of Poison. So these 2 came in Ultra Agent sets. Of course, that wasn't the exact versions of those characters, but the designs are very similar and reminiscent of the Ninjago ones as well. So I don't think those ones are necessarily ones that we absolutely need, but the other 4 that I listed are definitely ones that I would love to see come in this set, or at least some new versions of the other ones, which I don't think is absolutely necessary, so I would like to see them try to fill out some more of those Elemental Masters that we still need in minifigure form. And this set is sure to be really cool as well. I'm interested to see if we'll get a new version of Chen within the set, or Klaus as well, so that'll be interesting to see for sure. Next up here, we've got set number 71736, and this will be the Boulder Blaster, which will retail for $39.99 USD. And this set, of course, was one that we originally got back in the original Season 4 wave, and was also featured in the show known as the Roto Jet. And I think that it's really cool that we're getting a new Legacy version of this one. I'll be really curious to see how much larger it will be, or how much smaller of a downgrade it will be, and also what sort of new minifigures we could get. Of course, updated robes for Cole, I would assume, who should be featured in the set, and maybe another ninja as well. So I'll be very interested to see how that set comes out looking in the final product. After that one, we have set number 71737, which will be the X1 Ninja Charger, which should retail for $49.99 USD. And of course, we originally received this set for the Season 3 wave for Rebooted, so I'll be interested to see what they do with this one. It seems like it's a bit of a downgrade, because I'm pretty sure the price is a bit lower for this one, so I'm assuming a smaller size for it, or maybe just an added side build or something of that sort. But I'm not as excited excited for this one because we did receive Kai in his Season 3 outfit already in his Kai Fighter set, so I'm interested to see if we'll get another ninja included in this one along with Kai as well, so that'll be interesting to see for sure. And we've already received plenty of Ninjroids, so I don't see them doing anything too new in that sort of arena, but it would be nice to maybe get a new version of Cyrus Borg. I think that could be pretty interesting, so something like that would be pretty cool to see within this set. Then we've got ZANE'S Titan Mech Battle, and this one is set number 71738 and should retail for $59.99 USD. And of course, we've originally received ZANE'S Titan Mech in one of these Season 5 Possession sets, so I'll be interested to see, because within that set, his mech was versing another mech as well, so I'll be interested to know if this one's just his mech on its own, or if it's going to be going up against another of the ghost mechs as well. I'm pretty sure it was the Possessed version of Nia's samurai mech, so I'll be interested to see that as well, but I'm gonna guess that it's probably going to be the mech going up against something else, because they do call it Mech Battle, so that'll be really cool to see for sure. I'll be excited to see some of the updated Ghost minifigures. I would love to get a new version of Moro. I think that would just be awesome to receive within this set, and hopefully they expand the line of Season 5 Possession Legacy sets. Next up here, we've got set number 71740, which is Jay's Electro Mech, which should retail for $19.99 USD, and of course, we originally received a version of this set in the original Season 4 wave for the Tournament of Elements, so I'll be interested to see how they update this one, see hopefully some new robes for Jay as well, which would be really nice, some new versions of some villains as well. This could be a good opportunity to maybe include a new version of Klaus in a smaller set. I'm not too sure what they're going to do with this one or what they're planning, but it's sure to be really exciting when we see the final product. Next up here, we've got set number 30591, and this one's going to be a Ninjago polybag for the Titanium Mech, and this should be really interesting to see a small micro version of this build. I'll be curious to see how that turns out, but overall, it's nothing too exciting. Now we have the final Ninjago Legacy set here, which is set number 71741, and it is going to be the Ninjago City Garden, and of course this one will retail for $299.99 in USD, so this is going to be a very large Ninjago set, and I did make a completely separate video for this set as well, where I went over all of the details and my thoughts on the set overall, and other than really the price, we don't really have any new information from this reveal here, so if you want to check out my full thoughts on that set, be sure to head on over to that video, but for the most part, I'll just say I'm very excited for this set, I'm really curious to see how it turns out. Alright, now we've got the Ninjago Season 14 sets here, and these are very exciting. Now, I'm not going to have too much to say about these because, of course, I don't know what the storyline is going to be for Season 14. People are speculating it's going to be something that takes place in either a jungle or the sea or some sort of combination there, because that's what these set names seem to hint towards, but we'll start going over them here. We have sets 71745, which is going to be Lloyd's Jungle Chopper Bike, which should retail for $19.99 USD. Then we've got 71746, which is the Jungle Dragon, which should retail for $39.99. Then we have the Keeper's Village, which is set number 71747, which should retail for $49.99. And then the final one that we have, and the largest one thus far, which should retail for $69.99, is set number 71748, the Catamaran Sea Battle. And if you don't know what a catamaran is, it's basically a multi-hulled watercraft featuring two parallel hulls of equal size, and yes, I did look up the definition for this because I knew it was some sort of boat of some sort, but I wanted to be more specific when I described it so that at least you can have some sort of amount of information within that description. But these sound really interesting. I think the ones that I'm most excited for are probably, let's say, like the Jungle Dragon. I think that'll be really interesting to see the design for that. Maybe they'll incorporate some of the vine pieces into into it, I'll be really curious to see that. The Keeper's Village as well, I'll be interested to learn who these keepers are of this village, so that should be interesting also. And within the sea battle, I'm most interested to see who they're actually battling in this sea battle, so that will be interesting to see. And then Lloyd's Jungle Chopper Bike is probably the least exciting. I mean, the set name literally describes what it is. Of course, we'll probably get a villain minifigure in it as well, so I'll be interested to see that and just the ninjas outfits overall. But I think that this is really exciting. Now, it does seem to be a very small wave here for season 14, so I'm wondering if we'll get a wave 2 for this season, or if it's just a bit smaller scaled with some of these, because none of these sets are like giant ones, so they are quite small. So there's always the possibility of having more of them revealed in the future as we get closer to the release of these sets. But for now, this is all the information we have for season 14. Alright, so that's going to conclude this video for all of the Ninjago Season 14 and Legacy sets that were revealed in these lists. And be sure to once again go and check out Ninja Whip's Instagram page. They are the person who was able to provide everybody with these lists here, so be sure to go thank them for sure for revealing this information. It is very exciting, and of course, when we get the official reveal for these sets, I'm going to be sure to try to post a video as soon as I possibly can, because I am super excited to see what the final products look like for all of these sets overall. But be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, which ones are you most excited for? What do you want to see within these sets? What elemental masters do you want to see put in that Tournament of Elements set? And just let me know all of your thoughts overall. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. I really do appreciate it. And also subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all Ninjago news and any of the other content that I post as well. So thanks so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.